From Walpole to Farage. The 59 faces of British power. From powdered wigs to televised scandals, Britain has seen 58 prime ministers come and go. Some ruled for decades. Others didn't even last long enough to find the bathroom. Let's take a trip through time, from the very first man to hold the job to the one who might take it next. It all begins with Sir Robert Walpole, the first to run the show truly. He served from 1721 to 1742, 21 years of pure political survival. He didn't invent corruption, but he made it an art form. Then came Spencer Compton, the Earl of Wilmington. He barely warmed the chair before checking out. Think of him as Britain's first placeholder prime minister. Next, Henry Pelham, calm, practical, steady as a cup of weak tea. Then his brother, the Duke of Newcastle, in, out, back in again. The man couldn't decide if he wanted the job or not. Empire builders. Fast forward through a century of powdered faces and fancy titles, and we land in the age of empire. War, revolution, and tea everywhere. There's William Pitt the Younger, who became prime minister at just 24. He ran Britain like a caffeine-addicted genius, balancing wars and taxes until it nearly killed him. Then Lord Liverpool, who oversaw the post-Napoleonic peace, and Robert Peel, who gave us modern policing, and a lot of political drama. Victorian titans enter Benjamin Disraeli, the showman, the novelist, the peacock of Parliament. He gave the empire its swagger. Then his rival, William Gladstone, was moral, serious, and always lecturing everyone. These two hated each other so much, they practically invented modern party politics. The 20th century circus skip ahead to the roaring 20th century. The empire starts cracking, and the suits get grayer. David Lloyd George, the man who won World War I and accidentally broke his party doing it. Winston Churchill, the bulldog himself. He saved Britain from Hitler with grit, cigars, and very little sleep. He came back later for a victory lap, because why not? Clement Attlee quietly built the welfare state while everyone else argued about Churchill. Harold Macmillan told us, "You've never had it so good." And for a while, he was right. Until everything started breaking again. Modern chaos. Margaret Thatcher stormed in, the Iron Lady who privatized everything except her willpower. Love her or hate her, she reshaped Britain completely. Then John Major, the calm after the storm, quietly keeping the country glued together with boredom and grey suits. Tony Blair brought in the era of cool Britannia, then took Britain into Iraq, which wasn't very cool at all. Gordon Brown inherited the office just in time for the global financial crisis. Talk about bad timing. David Cameron called a Brexit referendum thinking he'd win easily. Spoiler, he didn't. Theresa May promised strong and stable. She delivered neither. Boris Johnson, Brexit's loudest cheerleader. He led Britain through a pandemic and about 100 scandals. Liz Truss lasted just 49 days, the shortest-serving prime minister in history. Even lettuce lasted longer. Rishi Sunak cleaned up the mess, kept calm, and tried to restore order. Then Sir Keir Starmer, elected in 2024, Labour's comeback kid, methodical, serious, a man with spreadsheets for blood. The future. Nigel Farage, the 59th Prime Minister. And after all that, the winds shift again. The country's tired. Tired of polished promises. Tired of politicians who talk like lawyers. Then comes the familiar face from the pub debates and TV studios, Nigel Farage. He rides a new wave of frustration, fueled by cost of living pain, immigration arguments, and a promise to take back control again. By 29 or 2030, he stands on the steps of number 10 Downing Street, smiling that unmistakable smile, pint in hand. The 59th Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. History doesn't repeat, but in Britain, it often rhymes. From Walpole to Farage, from powdered wigs to populism, every Prime Minister has left a fingerprint on the country's story, some golden, some greasy, all unforgettable. 59 faces, 300 years. One endless, chaotic experiment in power. And the story continues.